everybody, I hope you're doing well today. I've got the Dulcimer out and we're going to be going through a strumming pattern and then we're going to add some chords to it. I'm going through a specific pattern that's in my ebook. If you're interested in getting that, you can get it below, but you don't need it for this lesson. But if you have it, it's on page 16 and this goes right along with it. It's just a way to use these strumming patterns to break up our rhythms, and it's very nice to do that. You don't want to just have a continuous strum like this, and you don't want to have a continuous strum like this either. So we use strumming patterns to break up this rhythm, and when you add chords and throw in single notes in with these strumming patterns, you can get some really unique sounding stuff. So let's move this camera and get into this video. Okay, so we're going to be working in my Beginning Mountain Dulcimer ebook today, page 16 for those who want to follow along. We're going to look at dulcimer strumming patterns, okay? I have 3 on that page for you, and we're going to apply the first one. We're going to apply it to some chords, and we can see how cool and how good that sounds when you do that, all right? So the strumming pattern there, for each measure we play, each bar of music, we've got 4 beats in there, okay? So our strumming pattern is going to be down, 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 up, down, 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 up. Okay, that was my beats, right? So it would be down, 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 up, down, 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 up. Okay? And if we mute our strings, let's go ahead and do that together. I'll say 1, 2, ready, go, and we will start. And we're doing down, 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 up, down. Okay? And we'll keep doing it. All right. Ready? 1, 2, ready, go. Down, 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 up, down, 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 up. This should be nice and smooth. Okay? Now let's do it unmuted. It's going to sound a little odd because we're not pressing down a chord right now, but that's okay. So let's do a few of those. And it's down, 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 up. All right? And the count again for that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and there we go. There's your whole measure, the 4 and. Then it starts over at 1. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and. Okay, now let's apply some chords to this here. For the purposes of this, we're going to do a D and an A chord, okay? So, one thing to keep in mind, when we're tuned up to D-A-D on the dulcimer, we have chords in 2 different spots already that we might not think of, okay? So if you think of an easy D chord, which is at the 2nd fret, okay? Now keep in mind, this fret here is called the 1.5, and it's not on everybody's dulcimer. A lot of dulcimers will have these 2 large spaces here. We're not using this fret for this, so don't worry about it. But the 2nd fret of that melody string, the high D, is a D chord. Right? Play that. Okay, there's a D chord. Now, remember how I said the opposite is true? Look here. That's a D chord. Okay, so anytime we're playing down here, we could also be playing up here, just inverting it, and it would be the same chord. That's really neat, okay? So we have our D. Now let's play this strumming pattern to it, okay? So we're doing our down, 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 up, all right? Let's go through that a couple of times, okay? Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. now let's do the inversion of that on the bass string at the 2nd fret. 1, 2, ready, go. All right, now let's add another chord in here. Let's add in the A chord, okay? The A chord is also known as 101, and this is a version of A. There's other A chords, other D chords. It's actually an A5, but this is 101. So what we want to do here is we want to press down the 1st fret of the bass string and the 1st fret of the melody string, all right? Now you can do this a number of ways. You know, you could come back here and do this, you could do this, you could do this, you could even do this, all right? One thing I want you to keep in mind though is I always like to use my middle and ring for this because it leaves my index and my thumb open to do other things quickly. Now, you could also do it this way where you're using your ring and your pinky, but most people's pinkies are just not quite as strong, but that's okay. You don't really get much more of a stretch using that, but you can absolutely use that if it's more comfortable for you. So for the purposes of this, I'm using my ring and middle fingers for the A. So there's no inversion of that because it's already 101, all right? So that middle string is open. All right, and let's strum this to our pattern. 1, 2, ready, go. All right, now let's take it a step further and let's play our D chord followed by our A chord, and then we will follow it by open strings, okay? So let's do one measure of each. So what you're going to do is we'll start at the bass string. We'll do the bass string 2nd fret for our D. And then what you have to do is, and you need to learn this now, is you need to hover your other fingers nearby. We don't want to go like this, okay? Because we know we're fixing to do an A. So we got to have those fingers ready, all right? So what you're going to do is hover them over close to where they're going to be. And that's something I like to call economy of motion. But we're getting ready. We're anticipating our next move. So we're going to go D, A, and then open, okay? So we're going to go with our pattern here. And this may take you some practice to get used to it. So don't expect to do this the first time out. But you can rewind this, practice it. So here we're going to go. We're going to do 1 bar of D, 1 bar of A, 1 bar open. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. All right, let's do it again. This time, let's go through it twice. All right, here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. Get ready. Here we go. All right, wasn't that fun? You can have a blast with these strumming patterns, chords, mixing the two, coming up with your own strumming patterns. One thing I do in the book there is I give you a couple of good strumming patterns, and then I start combining them and adding an ending on. Then I give you a DGA song and that sort of thing. But this will get you started on it. I hope you enjoyed that and got something out of it. And before I go, I always want to remind you that Jesus loves you. Bye-bye, y'all.